All right. All right. All right. Okay. Oh, calm down. Calm down. We are live. So, yet another morning. I think this is episode 208, season 2. God, crazy. This is reaching the end of the year. I wonder when I started season 2. It must have been. I need to check that actually. I can actually check that. Hey, good morning, Eternal Lady. Oms, Ixi, Eric, Zutin, Chilstrad. Hey! Let's try to see episode 1 of season 2. Let's go check it out. In the meantime, you guys can think about topics. Hey, Quentin. How's it going? Hello. Hey, Millerfin. Let's see. Episode 1 of season 2 was, just every day. Shut your mouth. 3rd of January. So it was the beginning of the year. So season 3 will begin at the beginning of the next year. That's pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool. Hey, Kuro and Guxix. So we got Samurai Girl, Monkey King. Ooh, that's a cool topic. Underwater Hunter. Even better topic. Steampunk Alchemist. You guys been rocking the themes lately. I am impressed. Right, let's move. Let's see if the dice is ready. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got 5. If it's number 6, it's mine. Number 6 is me. My choice. My choice. Ha ha! Oh, perfect. Perfect. I win. I win. This guy wins. Oh, is it broken? Let's see. Let's double check. If it's broken, I have messed it up somehow. No, this is me. I win. Okay. You lose. All of you. All of you lose. Dice is not rigged. Well, Gag 6, it's possible to get 3 6s in a row. That's why it's called, gambling. Is it going to be or not? Is it going to be or not? You see? Dice works. Dice works perfectly. Don't blame the dice. It's... Oh! Okay, I choose the best topic. That's a good one. All right. Monkey King, Samurai Girl, Steampunk Alchemist, Dolphin Mercenary, Underwater Hunter, Monkey King, Samurai Girl. I'll do a Samurai Girl. Eternal Lady. Samurai Girl by Eternal Lady. Hey, Zalin. Okay. Let's get it on. Calm your horses. Calm. Keep calm. Okay. Samurai Girl. Ooh, I got a really cool pose in my head. I'm going to try to chase. So I'll show you I'll sketch up the pose. So the idea is like she's standing like this, sword like that, and kind of looking up to the side, like a Superman pose on the floor, right? Let's actually make a crop that's better for that, like that, and then the ground like this. Whoa. So she's standing And then we get those big shoulder things, hand down there. All right, there we go. That's the game plan. I remember when I was working on Shogun 2, Total War, and did all the research, and I had to do marketing art and things like that. And one of the marketing arts I did was a massive stand for their reveal on E3. And I had to do this samurai standing with a sword. And I had to do all this research because they're known to be historically accurate. And it was really, really hard. I'll show you. Come on. There's one of them. And then I did this one as well. All three separate. They're actually like historically accurate characters. Hey, Captain Bowles. Hey, Miasis. Yeah, those samurais were done 2008. So they're quite old, but they were quite fun. Fun to do, really fun to do. Fun to do all that research about like how they made their armor and why it looks the way that it does, and there's all these different kind of heads of families, like in the samurais, with the samurais, and they're all like known for their unique thing, and they're all wearing the captains. They all wore these kind of unique headgears, like ornaments on their helmets, and I had to research, like what they looked like, and try to be historically accurate. It was very, very challenging, but it was fun to do. But I was so happy when I was done with it. But I think on my website somewhere, I have one photo of that samurai standing. They printed it like a real size man. Oh, really, Eric? That's really funny. Uh, if I have a good visual memory, probably. I mean, you can't really. I mean, compared to who? Compared to whom? But probably. I probably have a pretty good one. I remember things with pictures, so most likely I have quite a good one. Like, for example, my wife asks, "Oh, have you seen the keys or whatever?" And instead of knowing like where they are, I see the picture of where they are and what's next to the keys. Is it on a table, or is it on a counter, or is it on the floor? And I know exactly where they are by just looking at the picture in my head. The same goes for, obviously you probably figured that out, that I have pretty good visual memory from doing all the warm-ups with no reference, and more or less sketching things accurately. But obviously I don't have a photographic memory, and I don't know how to translate everything perfectly. But I'd say I got pretty good, more than average for sure. The stream randomly changes to the one you host sometimes. Really weird. I mean, during my stream, So it switches over. If that's the case, I will remove all the hosts. Or because that's not fun for you guys. Just starting watching like random artist number 5 um, while I'm streaming. That's not good at all. So do tell me if it's during my stream. If it's after my stream, then I don't, then I don't care. That is just Twitch being Twitch. But during the stream, that's not good. Kuru, yeah. The more you observe things and apply the knowledge, the easier it is to remember it. It's like with all knowledge, like with all languages. If you speak a language and if you know a language but you never speak it, you'll forget it. So if you look at a lot of things to observe, to learn, and if you don't put that to any use, you will forget it, right? Because the brain is dynamic that way. It'll just throw shit out. That's really weird, Chilstrand. And Ixie and Quentin. All right. I will most likely then remove the hosts because that's not right, is it? That's just annoying. I mean, how annoying is it for you guys to get transferred to someone else during the stream? If it's annoying, then I'll just remove the hosts, the host list, so Twitch doesn't have a chance to act stupid. Let's see what you guys say. By the way, asking you guys in regards of hosting. Do you guys like that I'm hosting other artists, or is it annoying? How many of you like it? How many of you dislike it? If it's a higher percentage of people disliking me hosting other artists, because I have no idea about the trends, how useful it is, or if it's something guys like, I don't know. Hey, Bazari, welcome. Cheers, Captain Boss. Warsp? Who's Warsp? Is that some? I have never heard that nickname, but I will look it up afterwards. I'll make a note. I'll Google it. So, Warsp. Who's Warsp? Warsp. Joel Piju. All right, cool. I'll host him as well then. All right, cool that you guys like it, because I mean, like, I have no, as you guys know, I have no experience with Twitch. Well, I have now a year, but I haven't like explored everything what Twitch does, and I mean, I have an affiliate, but I got an affiliate. They asked me if I wanted to be an affiliate, but I heard that in order to do that, you can't host anything else on another platform. In other words, you can't have YouTube account if you're an affiliate, or like you're not allowed to put the stream on YouTube within 24 hours or something, so that they're like requesting a unique time for their the Twitch stream, because I'm only live on Twitch, right? I'm not live on YouTube, so it kind of put me off. I mean, I can become an affiliate whenever I want, but that is kind of weird. Cool music, right? Captain Boss. Yeah, those. I will do a night stream today as well. Or actually, no, I won't. God damn it. I wanted to, but I can't. I had plans to do it, but something came up now, and I won't be able to make it. But I'm quite sure I'll stream Friday night, a night stream, no microphone, just music. By the way, Miazis, after work beer on Friday? Captain Jetlag. Thanks, Louis the Awesome. I'm trying to do a samurai from memory here. I'm quite sure I'm missing some really important details in what a samurai looks like, but I'm just trying my best here. It's all good. Most important is to do the warm up. It's such a long time ago since I did a samurai. I mean, I did a monster samurai on warm up, like beginning of this year, but Guxix, yeah. Like I mentioned yesterday, I would love to see how everyone else tries this technique. And I don't know, like I mentioned yesterday, I don't know if it's an actual technique, or maybe I'm the first. And then what should we call this technique? The Hurri technique, lights only. Lights only? Bjorn technique? Bjorn light? Full of myself. Hilarious. Captain Boss. Yeah, I could stream a black screen with music. I know that they have like something tied. Yeah, they tie the plate armor. And they also have like a throat guard. There's something funky with the pose. I've broken the pose somehow. I think it's the shoulder. I think it needs to be forced into perspective more. Where are we with time? Oh, halfway. Shit. Special sauce. Captain just like, yeah. Captain Jetlag. No, my list is not on Spotify. It's I made custom playlists on YouTube. Like I select music. I go now and then. I go on YouTube and hunt music, and I put them together. These playlists with artists I hear that I like the way they do their art. So there's no like nothing like that. It's just me selecting tunes. Obviously not as the music are going, but it's on my own YouTube playlists. She looks like she's in a barrel. That's right. That is very accurately observed. Kuru. Thank you for that. Barrel roll, yeah, the Dark Souls barrel roll. Okay. I'm surprised about that. I'm only halfway. Now the question is, how do I effectively use this time? What did they I know that they had like stuff like that. To help with the armor, and then they always tied everything with bows. Did they have things at the end of the sword? No, that wasn't samurais. Oh, really, Miyazis? Wow, that's pretty cool. Are they joining us? Are they joining for this Friday? That would be awesome. Hopefully they can speak English because my Latvian is pretty rudimentary. Wow, black. Miyazis, yeah. It's such a weird bar, though. By the way, I was thinking about the topic to talk about today, and there was one of you who posted a painting. Henrik West. There we go. Henrik West was the one who posted on Discord about he's working on some piece, and he was asking for feedback, and he's been working it up and working it up. Cool, that's a good idea, yeah. maybe not tentacle, but something else. Yeah, as I was saying, he's working up this image, and one thing that I noticed that a lot of people do mistakes with is that they when they work something up and they like use texture brushes, they always beginners always spend too much time on the actual brush marks, on the actual details, and it's so visible that when you do that and when you do those mistakes, the problem which I'm trying to get to is or talk about is that the fact that um, um, the problem is what people do is always they try really hard to, just because you have to finish something, it means everything needs to be detailed into perfection, and that will never work unless you take it to an insane level of details everywhere. But even then, I mean, let's say looking at a photograph, even then you need to have a balance between contrast and light and information and where to look. And I see it in some of your work, everyone's work, when we're doing these 2-week um, challenges, but not that bad, but it's still there. And it's about the general idea is that you guys gotta practice where details should be, and have, if you, it's going to sound really cheesy, but imagine it like a dance. All the things in the picture together needs to, go in the right correct rhythm to make it look correct. And for example, taking Henrik West as an example here, he had this flying thing with the trees in the midground and the background, and all the leaves on the trees in the midground. All of the trees, the leaves, they're just like super detailed and texture brush. And the problem with texture brushes is that it doesn't take artistic sensibilities into consideration. It's great that you can make thousands of leaves at once, like, but that doesn't mean a good picture. What makes a good painting is the ability to choose where that information should be read. And the more details you add, the more attention to those details you gotta make sure. Like a classic issue is using photos as using photos, photo bashing, right? And then painting into the photo bashing. And it's always when someone's not good at it, when they're not blending the photo elements with their painting, is that you'll see it. It'll stick out, And the problem is to know how to balance it. And one thing that I was gonna mention was that when you do, like, let's say you start putting photos in this one, like, let's add some details. I'll put some photos in. The problem is then there's a higher density of detail in one location, right? And then I need to start matching that, or that'll stick out, being obviously photo source, because it's not equally given attention like the rest, right? So so in a way, using a photo at a focal point is a great way to enhance the focal point, because that's going to be the attention grabber, right? But then also using photos, you need to use it in a, for example, using photos. It's just one way of adding more attention. You don't always need to use photos. If you can like zoom in and paint her face super detailed, you still need to balance those details. I'm hoping I'm making sense, because I feel like I'm rambling. But it's so important to find that detail balance, and that's why, for example, not zooming in, you work the whole picture as a whole, right? So we see a higher amount of details, lower amount of details as a whole, because that's the way we're going to look at the image. But then when we look like this, and all of this is way too suggestive, it doesn't read right, right? So if you ever gone to a museum, you look at a painting and go, oh, that's nice, what's a nice painting. Then you take 2 steps closer, and you get closer to the painting, and then you start seeing all these subtleties and brush marks and things like that. But then you take a step back and you read it as a whole. And the like hallmarks of a great artist is that balance. And a lot of beginners, they shoot themselves in the foot because they can zoom in for days, you know, and that's not always right. And they can use texture brushes everywhere, and that's also not right. It's a matter of finding the balance of the painting, and not using technology too much, you know, if you understand. Hey Monty, arms, yeah, definitely. Oh, really, Zutin? Oh, that's cool. Great minds think alike, eh? And I think the important part is to practice that balance, and that's why like some people are great at sketching and shit at finishing a painting, because they don't practice that balancing. I mean, some people, their finishing skills are are based on using sketches, the sketching technique, and not going beyond that. They're just putting everything down, and then subtle in a very subtle way, improve, like carefully, like use texture brushes, and like maybe like make a marker, like no, okay, maybe that, and then they work on that a little bit, and then they try to like balance out the whole painting like that. And some people love to use photos, and they photo bash and paint, but all that all those steps, because then you're stepping up the detail level. You need to match that through the painting in a artistic way. And that's some of the really challenges of being able to push something to final. And I saw Henrik West struggling with that, um, because uh, a beginner's mistake meaning usually means finishing equals add details, and that's not always the case. Finishing something means working on all aspects of the painting to a degree where there is the correct balance of emotion and detail. And the question is, to what extent, to what purpose is the details? The best. Oh shit! Stream is over. Let's talk about this tomorrow. Cliffhanger. Oh no! All right. So that's it for today. Thanks. I'm just sitting and keeping on rambling. Let's continue this topic tomorrow. Thanks, Mila. Yeah, it's a fun technique. This using light. My pleasure, Eternal Lady. It was a fun topic. Yeah, it was fast. Time just flew away. Very special sauce. I love this technique. It's so much fun. All right. I won't do any Wednesday special stream. I'm going to be a bit busy. Friday night, I'm hoping that I'll have time for it. Anyways, have a great one. Bye, everyone. Here comes the outro time. Outro time. Bye.